Hi everyone, welcome to the Vane 0.018 update summary. We'll be talking about some of the bigger changes with this release in this video. For the full changelog, please check the Steam announcement linked in the description. As usual, if you haven't wishlisted Vane, or if you're new around here, please do so from the Steam store page. It adds to the visibility of the game, meaning more people find out about it. In addition, if you're financially able, please consider donating. We are entirely self-funded, and all donations are used for development of the game. With that out of the way, let's get into it. We've added a tutorial to the game for new players. This is a simple quest that has you investigate and fix up a remote cabin. It's quite simple, but check it out when you have a chance. It may have some details you might have missed from just jumping in the game. Fluids like water or ketchup or engine oil or milk now have decay, rot, and cleanliness. Unrefrigerated consumable fluids can go bad, and engine oil and water now have a dirtiness level ranging from 0 to 100%. Mixing two fluids results in combining their decay levels, so you can now add clean engine oil to dirty engine oil and end up somewhere in between. We've added stat perks up to level 50 for all stats that have an effect in-game. Technically, there are now only a couple stats that do nothing, mostly to do with our planned NPC and human AI systems. All stats that can be leveled up in-game now affect gameplay via their perks. Fluid containers, like cups or bottles, can now be labeled with a custom label for organizational purposes. Clothes now take damage and can be repaired. Clothes become damaged whenever you do. If a zombie punches you, the clothing hit will be damaged slightly. Damaged clothes have less insulation and less damage protection effects. They can be repaired at a workbench. In addition, most clothes can now be burned as fuel in fire pits, fireplaces, and workbenches. Zombies now look at you. It's a subtle change, but makes them feel slightly less stupid. We've added a schematics table to the game. This is a workbench that lets you decode schematics and recipes for half the skill requirement that you'd normally need. Incoming vehicle damage has been reduced, meaning your vehicle will take much less damage from impacts and bumps. This was heavily requested by the community, who were getting frustrated with how fast vehicles broke down. Recently, we added the ability for TVs to play local video files. We've upgraded this functionality with a new UI that lets you select from a list of files, rather than specifying a file name, so you no longer have to copy and paste paths from outside the game. All UI sounds have been replaced with higher quality variants. There's now a loading screen after character selecting creation while the area around you loads in. Cars now have alternators that charge the battery while the engine is running. They can function without the alternator, but the battery will lose charge over time. Car batteries do take damage over time, so you can't just use them forever. Gas tanks now leak gas when damaged, so the tank will quickly empty if the tank is sufficiently damaged. Car parts have had their placeholder visuals replaced, and we've added informational tooltips to the vehicle part UI. We added an on-person crafting menu for simple recipes like breaking a bottle to use as a weapon, or crafting makeshift bandages on the fly. You can now sit on all couches. Crafting now progresses whether you're at a workbench or not. We got a lot of feedback about how annoying this was, so we've removed the requirement that you're physically at the workbench. The inventory window has received a lot of performance fixes and upgrades. Finally, we've improved performance across the board. Hosting a server in multiplayer has had performance doubled or tripled, and we've spent a lot of time making sure the game is running as smoothly as possible, even with multiple people connected to one server. So that about wraps up this update summary. Be sure to check the Steam announcement for the full changelog. In addition, many of you haven't joined our Discord server yet. If you want up-to-the-minute updates, we have a bot set up that publishes development activity as it happens, live. We're also super active there if you want to ask us questions. Links for everything are in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.